Hi everybody, welcome back to Lisa's channel. I am not Lisa, I am Melanie, but I am here visiting my bestie Lisa in Idaho, and we're doing some filming while I'm here, and we thought it would be kind of fun to mix it up and kind of switch channels in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually exactly what we're doing.
Yeah. So
we're doing a channel takeover.
We are. So Lisa took over my channel. We just got done filming her top 6 picks for summer. Also, she mentioned her favorite warmer. If you want to see that, you'll have to go to my channel.
Yes.
Because I'm going to be telling you guys what I have picked.
So excited.
On this channel.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Now, if you, in case you are new here, we love to do collabs together. Unfortunately, we are not local to each other, so usually we are just doing this on each other's channel. We just do the same corresponding video. But since we are together,
here we
doing this in person, and we are a blast. So.
Yes. I'm sure everyone out there is thinking that right now. Okay. All right. So I have my top 6, and what I'm going to do is just run down. I'm going to kind of smell each of them, describe them in my own way, but then I will also actually read you the notes. And I'm curious to see what Lisa is going to think about my picks. I'm so excited. The first one is not going to be a surprise because spoiler, this was also one of her picks.
Great taste.
Yes. Yeah. It's Barefoot Beach. Have you smelled this?
Hello.
Dude, if
so
you
good.
have not, this really rocked my world. I love all things coconut. I'm not a summer person at all, but I love coconut anything. Coconut home fragrance, coconut personal fragrance. I love to eat coconuts, which are not a nut. They're not, they're a fruit.
We found that out.
We just found that out. We asked Alexa in the last video. But yeah, this is a very perfumey coconut to my nose, like you said. And it just has this interesting woodiness to it, which is that sandalwood, right? But it's a creamy sandalwood. It's not aggressive. It's not overwhelming. I feel like the coconut is still the star.
I agree.
And the addition of the macadamia. So let me read you guys the notes. So, warm sand beckons as sweet coconut and macadamia wander over island driftwood. The nuttiness from both the coconut, which is not a nut.
It is a fruit.
The fruit. And the macadamia, I think it just is a really interesting, perfect combination. Because macadamias are very creamy, right? Like when you've eaten those like Hawaiian treats, like it's a very creamy nut. That's what she said. Sorry.
I told you we're a great time.
Yeah, we are. But yeah, this I think is just one of those where you just have to try it. You find a friend that has it. I don't know. Figure out a way to get your hands on this and just try it. I'm telling you, it is one of those summer scents. Like this for me is the one thing from this catalog. And there's a few fragrances that I've really fallen in love with the current spring summer catalog. But this one is the for sure addition to my club. And Lisa knows I keep my club tight.
Strict.
It is strict. I get it quarterly. I only allow quarterly, and it has to be 15 bars or under. So whenever I make a change, I have to sacrifice something else.
I admire her strength.
Yes. I've seen Lisa's
I was
clubs.
like, all right, you're my hero. Come, look at my club.
I looked at her clubs and I was like, holy cannoli. No wonder you have flash sales. You gotta get rid of some of this stuff at some point. But no, like, I see why you keep a lot of these around. I am gonna be making a video soon about the ones that got away because I do keep my club at a very strict number. Like, I've made some tough decisions and it's a regret every single time. Every time, it's a regret. Anyway, Barefoot Beach. This would be actually my number 1. I'm gonna kind of do mine in order of favorites.
Okay.
So you didn't do it that way, but that's fine.
Because I love them all. They're all my favorites.
Yes, they're all your favorite. Okay.
So that was number 1.
That was number 1.
That's your number 1.
That is the number 1.
I love it.
Cake Made of Paradise.
Oh, yes.
It's really interesting because we do not smell the same thing in this fragrance. And Lisa and I have a very, very similar nose. There is not an ounce of my sniffer that picks up the cake note in this.
And I do.
She smells cake. I just smell tropical fruitiness. Like the description they have here, no.
It's amazing, but
It
she
is-
just doesn't pick up the cake.
Yeah, this is nothing but like tropical, sweet tanginess. I smell passion fruit. I get some mango. And just but like perfectly sweet. I even get a little bit of Camu Camu in here.
I was just gonna ask you to tell them about it, because
Yes.
once Melanie said that, while we were like rifling through the testers, I was like, I can actually, once you said, I see, but first thing when I first smell this, I pick up cake. That's actually the first thing I pick up.
Yeah.
Is the cake. But then once I continue smelling it, and when she said
Here's
Camu
the Camu
Camu
Camu.
cakes,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's in there, right?
I do. It's a Camu Camu cake.
Yeah. I wish I smelled the cake.
I know.
And so this one is in my club. I have one bar in my club, and I will never allow myself to take this one bar out because since he hates me, they're 100% going to discontinue it this year. I really thought it was not going to come back in this catalog.
Really?
When I saw it, I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
But they love you.
But
They love you.
yeah, this was the one time. Okay, next for me is going to be, it's going to be Camu Camu. Where'd you go? I just said you did. Right here. Yeah. Camu Camu is intensely sweet. This is one where I always warn people, it could be cloying. Would you agree?
Yes.
It's
it's
one of
so
those
good.
scents
It's so
where
good.
you either love this. I've had people tell me for years, I smell cat pee. I don't smell
On Camu Camu.
On Camu Camu, people smell cat pee. I don't. So
I don't.
the actual description is a tropical oasis of lush mandarin. You do get a nice citrus, Camu Camu, and passion fruit. But I feel like there's also mango in here. I smell some mango. But I never knew what a Camu Camu was until I bought this damn bar.
Yeah. No one's ever heard of
I know,
Camu
I was
Camu
like,
fruit.
those aren't at Costco.
I've never seen a Camu Camu fruit. Hi, can you point me to where the Camu Camu
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
And they're like, what?
Not in Oregon, I can tell you that.
Not in Idaho
But
either.
but we do get lychees and we do get rambutans. Have you ever gotten those? Ooh, rambutans.
I probably do have access to them. Like they
Yeah.
probably are at Costco
Yeah.
and stuff. And definitely like the specialty stores.
But man, this Camu Camu for years now. I'm always afraid they're going to discontinue this one.
Does this go into your club in the fall and winter months?
No, because it always comes back. It's going to be one of these times. I know this will be a situation
And
where
I quote,
yes,
you can't trust Scentsy.
mark my words.
But
next
that's
year.
when you come to your bestie.
Yeah.
You're like, I know you've got it in your club.
Yeah. I need to purchase a couple of those bars off you, lady. Okay, so next we're gonna go with Sun Castles. That was also a pick of mine. It was a pick of yours.
Yay, we do
Not
have
to
some
give
overlap.
you some spoilers, but yeah, this is very similar to the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62 fragrance, otherwise known as the Boom Boom Cream Scent.
So good.
It is really creamy. There's a definite gourmand vibe to this one, but it's also perfumey at the same time. So their description is sunny coconut, tropical pistachio, and sweet almond. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there's also just a little bit of a light floral component, and I cannot put my finger on what that is in this one.
Yeah. That gives it that perfumey essence.
Yeah. There's something that leans borderline perfumey, but it's mostly a gourmand.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I love mixing it with Italian Sunshine.
Who knew that would be a great mix?
That's
this one.
a great combination. You should, if you have both, you should try that because that is amazing. Okay, next is one that I would not have put on this list unless I came here to visit because I didn't buy it when the catalog first came out. It is Wild for Wildflowers.
This is a dark horse.
I saw this description and was like, absolutely not. However, this, I tell you what, it's the yuzu. I have been obsessed with yuzu this year. Kringle candle. I'm a candle girly too, sorry. No, No flames here. Just kidding. I see some flamage. This girl also does a flame every now and then. But yuzu, the yuzu and sage that came out from Kringle Candle this year, I absolutely fell for it. Yuzu is a very distinct citrus note, and I don't think it smells anything like it doesn't smell like a Meyer lemon. It doesn't smell like a grapefruit. It doesn't smell like a lime. It doesn't smell like a regular lemon. It's almost like it's a mix of a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of Meyer lemon, and like even like a mandarin. Mm-hmm. It's just a very unique, almost, would you say like touch of floral citrus in a way?
Just a touch.
Yeah.
It's all citrus though.
Gosh, it's good.
Yeah.
So in here, we've got the bright yuzu, the juicy tangerine, the lychee. I love me some lychee. And this,
it's just so bright.
It is amazing. You know, what threw me off is complemented with a beautiful bouquet of wildflowers.
No.
There is not a wildflower to be found in here. If you are a fan of citrus, get it.
Yep. I feel like there's people who pass up this scent just even based on the scent name.
Yeah.
Because if, like, for me, I'm not really a floral girly. There's some that I like, but if, like, Wild for Wildflowers, I'd be like, okay, just keep on going. Like, I don't need to read the description.
I skipped over that. I didn't even though it says yuzu right here, I just saw the name and was like, peace, we're done. I don't need you.
She's a dark horse.
This is good, and I bet if you try this, mark my words, you're gonna love it. Okay, I think I only have one more left. Yes, and it's Island Bloom. Where are you?
Another new release.
Another new release. I think they did really good with these releases.
They did a really good job.
Some years I'm like, there's nothing here for me. I'll go back to like my old favorites.
Yeah.
But this was a good spring summer catalog for Scentsy. You know, it is because it's sweet. Starfruit, yeah. I love a starfruit. Have you ever eaten starfruit?
I have not.
It is so, it's not super sweet actually. And it has like a really interesting flavor. Again, that I cannot compare to anything else, but it's very distinct.
It's not a citrus. That's a fruit.
Yeah,
fruit.
Yeah. But it's beautiful. You can cut it and it looks like a little star.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it's called starfruit. Yeah,
I just haven't smelled it.
Yeah. You know what else got me in this one is the watermelon.
Yeah.
I love a watermelon, and this is I think this leans candied watermelon. Do you think this leans like I'm talking like Jolly Rancher?
This isn't fresh juicy watermelon.
Yeah.
This is so good.
And sometimes I prefer probably a fresh watermelon to a candied, but in this one I don't think a fresh watermelon would make sense,
especially with the other components.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then Island Palm. I don't know, I don't get anything green in here, but there is something that makes it a little bit different and not all fruit. This is one of those where I would say if you tend to be sensitive to sweeter, fruity scents, this is probably going to be a safe bet.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because this is not cloying, this is not overwhelming. I went through, like I only picked up one of these bars when I first got the catalog and placed my first order. I just picked up one because I was like, could go either way, and I don't want to have like a bunch of it if I don't like it. But it was, as soon as I started warming it, I was like, damn, I regret not putting at least a couple of those because
it's good.
That's good.
It's really good.
This is good. Yeah, they did a really good job. That Island Bloom, the Wild for Wildflowers, and that Barefoot Beach. You gotta try them.
So good.
Sweet pea and freesia.
I was gonna say, please.
No.
Don't tell me that.
Pass that up.
Yeah.
How did you feel about this sweet lime and peach? You liked it, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
I think that was when we had our conversation about you not liking lime.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's so good. You're gonna love it. And I typically don't like lime scents.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you know? She handed me the bar and I was like, delicious.
You're not gonna convince me.
Yeah. So nice.
I take this as a challenge because anytime she's like, yeah, I just don't do, I don't do pineapple now. I'm gonna be on the hunt.
What'd you just hand me? Where'd I put it?
It's on the other side of your testers.
She just handed me this. I tried this last summer.
Yes.
And I didn't really like it because it has pineapple in it.
Why did we start talking about Tahitian Twilight? Because it's in my club.
It's in your club.
My club.
I was like, what is that?
And I was like, I looked at her. I was like, I'm gonna get you a bar.
Yeah.
And you're gonna smell it. And if you say you like it, we're gonna have words.
Yeah.
Because I thought for sure because it has pineapple in it, but it's not.
It's not the main focus.
It's not the main focus.
Yeah.
And so I was convinced. And I was like, listen, this is always what I tell her. I know you don't like this. But I'm gonna send you a bar, and I want you to try this.
Please at least put it in a warmer.
Put it in a warmer. Give it a
don't
try.
Like it?
Tell me.
Give it to someone.
Tell me what you think, because I take this as a challenge.
Yeah. No, this is nice, but I do
not club worthy.
It's not club worthy. I would never hoard this in any kind of way. But I feel like at least like one bar a year would be like a nice little like, oh, this is something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm coming around to pineapple. It's been a really long road.
Melanie's like, I've been beaten down.
And we're still not there, but we're getting there.
We are getting there.
Okay, lastly, my warmer pick is the diamond milk glass.
I knew it.
Which I recently broke my little dish that goes on the top. And I was so upset because for whatever reason, I was convinced this was discontinued, even though I have a catalog and it's in the back of the catalog here. And she was like, well, just get you a new dish. And I was like, perfect. Yep. And we got me a new dish.
Yes.
And this is why I really like the Scentsy warmers, because there have been multiple times where I have messaged her and I've said, frick, I broke a dish. And she's like, you can just buy a new dish. It's like a few bucks. Just buy a new dish. You don't have to replace the whole warmer. Which that part of it, I really appreciate because I am clumsy.
Everybody's clumsy.
Yep.
It happens all the time.
And things break. And I think I had been using that diamond milk glass warmer non-stop since I don't think that thing has been turned off. Because I think even in the fall.
It's timeless.
Yeah, that warmer is out. I don't know if I have it out during Christmas. So there might be like 2 months out of the year where I don't use that one. It might get turned off for like 2 months, but then immediately after Christmas, it goes right back out. And then I never turn that warmer off. Like I just switch the wax out and leave it on. And I think that constant heat finally was
ceramic,
like, finally was like, cause I just literally like bumped it and it's right down the middle, So. My bad.
Sad, but it's okay because replacement dishes are
a thing. You can get a replacement dish, so I appreciate that. Anyway, those are my top 6 picks here on Lisa's channel.
I love it.
Yeah,
and I definitely approve. Clearly,
good,
because lots of these are in mine too.
Yeah, I'm surprised this was not in yours.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah,
you would kick out skinny dipping.
I sure would.
But you like these though. I mean, you would kick out this too. Rainbow sherbet.
Yeah, I'd probably get rid of that. But I don't know. I feel like, listen,
these are great picks.
Yeah, this catalog here. By the way, this warmer. I got this warmer. These pictures do not even do it justice.
Had you not picked that for your spring warmer, I would have thought you would have picked that for your summer.
Yeah.
But it's very spring. I mean, it's very summer as well. But.
And you're a mosaic girl.
I am. Yeah. Clearly. The lemon yours.
She is. So yeah. Anyway, those are my picks. So ta-da! Ta-da! All done.
We are doing this as kind of like a series, like I said. So make sure you are subscribing to both channels because you are going to want to see our picks. Now we are going to go into the different scent categories of what our favorite top 3 picks are for each category. So be sure to subscribe.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
Toodaloo.
Bye.